Wednesday morning. So let's share some. There's this one. Good morning, fam. I feel at this stage we should be fighting for which vaccine we want to take. What people think. When we reach herd immunity, the government gonna randomly select people to kill? What is it? What is it? What is it?
I don't know.
Alright. Fuji and Crystal, the men could order dolls also. You know those dolls?
The big
Yeah?
blew up dolls.
Let me see. Get it off your chest on a
lights.
Wednesday. Ron says, all you can behave. Behave now, man. Y'all
Who
behave.
has time to behave?
He had a message I shared before. He said, I'm always listening, but no comments.
Who said that? Oh,
Ron.
Ron. Morning, Ron. Morning, Ron. Stop coming.
Somebody's asking, what about the Popo when he had his toy?
The who?
The Popo when he had his toy. What about it?
Some people will probably
I mean, that was
wishing they-
evidence. Somebody says, good morning, I agree with customs. Think about think about creation. God made a man. Yeah, Jesus.
No, put it in. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah, but
Talk about the
okay.
thing.
All right. Good morning. I agree with customs. Think about creation. God made a man for a woman, not a substitute toy. I am single. I get, I feel the H word at times, aroused,
In
right?
In the mode, yeah.
aroused
Uh-huh.
at times, but I don't think I can turn to this thing. But again, I think it's a choice. What do you do when you get aroused?
Probably go and exercise.
Go in a cold shower?
But if you talk about creation, though, then we should say let's get rid of contraceptives. So
All right. Maybe they don't believe in contraceptives.
we're just gonna get rid of that point there, point
You
blank.
know?
You understand?
Let me know what you do.
But listen, we live in a modern world, and the reality is not everybody will want to be in a relationship to get involved in sexual activity. Not every that
Whoa.
nice. Now look, strap me there, boy.
Look at the monster.
Not everybody believe in abstinence. Not everybody have that same belief, and we have to be very realistic with it, right? Different people have different beliefs these days, right? So why should we continue along? Stop that, fugitive. Why should we continue along a very ancient a very ancient chain of thought and mentality when the world has
Is it
moved
glass?
ahead?
Is it glass?
It looks like silicone.
Well, I mean, it's transparent. Well, no, it won't be glass. It's well,
Silicone.
well, yeah,
All right.
transparent. You can see right through it. Yeah, but how
This guy
long?
needs to focus on me.
Wait, we live?
We are live. Everybody's seeing
Unfit.
your description of the thing now.
My humblest apologies to our viewers right there on Facebook. If you see what I am seeing,
Modernize
not that I'm worried about it.
Modernize the thing.
Not that I'm worried about it or anything.
All
I'm
right.
just
And I
saying.
think a lot of times people who are
Right.
against it, they've never tried.
Fair argument. Here's one. I wish I
To each
was
his own.
there. I would have matched with you, Crystal.
You could join virtually.
All right.
Free the toys. Free the
Um,
toys. Free the toys.
I've never had one delivered at the office, thank God. But I've ordered little stuff for my boyfriend, it says, and I had to pick them up at the office behind post office. Imagine having to explain what a jeweled butt plug is. What's that? What's so funny? What is it? I don't know what it is. What is a jeweled butt plug? What is that? A jeweled butt plug.
Oh gosh, wait. Let me not explain it.
Can you pull it up? It up?
I could pull it up for you, but I can't explain it over the radio. We'll get in trouble this morning.
I don't know what it is. I don't think I know what it is.
It's
All right.
it's like
I don't even
no,
think I'm
the-
interested.
the people that are listening.
It
I'll
says
show you.
the
I'll show you what it
toys
is.
not falling down. The men does. We gonna wrap up on this one. Yeah, I love a lot of.
Stupidness.
Oh, why are you ordering that for your boyfriend? Why would somebody order that for their man?
I think you should keep all the people in private business.
Oh God, I wish I. Why did you even show me? Why you
I
show
told
me
you I
that?
couldn't explain it online, on air.
I could have do it without knowing. I could.
Well,
Jeez, how do I
too
get this? How do
bad.
I get it? Erase it, Father God. Erase it. Erase it.
Erase
QG, I
it.
agree with the lady. Some men aren't faithful, and some of them going the wrong way. And some of them got 10 and 20 women. Free up the toys, they say. Free up the toys. We control our emotions and we cannot let our emotions get the best. Alright. Control your emotions if you have
Control
to.
your emotions. Yeah, some people can and some people can't. I mean, to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but if I wanna get a little toy, I should be allowed to do that.
Yeah.
It's not harming anybody.
I
You understand?
think that
It's not
should be a
harmful
right.
the
That should be a
environment.
right.
It's not causing global warming or anything. It ain't causing floods. Although I
You're gonna
probably
put-
might want to
You're going to
cause
put
them.
warming and floods in the same
Floods.
sentence there. You sure you want to do that?
Why do we even sell KY jelly at the the stores? If the toys aren't available, why do we sell KY jelly? We should take it off the market too.
What's KY jelly?
KY jelly is a lubricant.
Aye.
Some people suffer from dryness, so they would
Right.
use the
Okay, so then you
lubricant.
would understand why KY jelly is sold.
But you also
Naturally,
use
some
it. You
people-
also use it with the toys, with some of the toys.
But most of it is being sold for the dryness. There's some people who, even though they are aroused, they cannot. The body does not provide or
Natural.
create naturally the lubricants, the natural lubricants.
And you
that's
know, some
needed.
people are really shy and
You know?
timid, and they don't
So-
like, maybe don't want to get involved with other people. But
All right,
I'm
let's
proud
go.
of myself.
Good morning, Fuji and Crystal. The shower is good for the ladies. One of my clients
Yeah.
told me about the shower.
Yeah, but you also need to conserve water. So for people who have high drives, you're gonna be showering 4 or 5 times a day. You know how much water you are wasting, and water is a very precious resource. Come
I'm
on,
gonna
man.
share this one now, and
Let's
then
be
I share that
realistic.
other one there. Here's one.
Crystal, what you talking about? Crystal,
Hey,
I have it.
what you have?
I have it.
What you have?
It never tell me one day yet. Oh my God, baby, I'm tired. Could we just wait until tomorrow? Never one day. When me done, me clean it up, disinfect it, and put it right back in the case. If me want to go after it again a minute later, it have all the
Just
energy. That's
Energize
right.
a bunny, just
These
keep
are
going,
things that should be
girl.
looking into down there. They're talking a bunch of nonsense.
Eh.
Give me a break. Me and what's the toys, you know?
No
me
pun
a bullet all
intended.
kind of thing. Wait, bullet.
What's a bullet?
As in a dildo.
Hey.
Let me straighten that out. Bullet as in a dildo. There is something called bullet.
What are you doing?
Please, before they say me I go assassinate people. Sorry, but it's a bullet as in a dildo. They're different kind of dildos.
Pastor not practicing what he preaches? The boss expects to work for the same one pay? Call us and hit us up on the WhatsApp at 430-1043.
The views expressed are not.
I wish.
of
I
the-
wish. Listen. Listen.
You didn't listen to the whole thing.
I keep missing the calls. Can you focus here?
But
right.
I
We keep missing the calls, all right?
Okay,
I
I'll
keep
keep
seeing
one
like
eye
the
over
final
there
blink.
and one eye over
good,
here.
Good, good. Listen to the name Fuji. It is self-explanatory.
Who to call? Camilo?
Huh? What?
To free up the thing, to change the law.
I don't
Now
know.
we call the opposition to
Yeah.
ask a question in Parliament. Is there a part for public questions? Man, you laughing? I serious with the thing, you know? I real serious? Friday, I wanted to ask them this question. Why are sex toys, adult toys, illegal? And I want you to put that in the Parliament for me. I am so serious. I'll stand up outside and
Okay.
wait for response.
Here's one. That's one. Final one.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning, Sister Crystal.
Morning,
Oi.
Bertie.
Fuji,
Yes.
the reason why that is banned, it
Okay,
did not
finally.
banned because custom. It's the Christian organization who put up a fight and decide to ban and vote on banning that
Pause that.
toy.
Pause that.
Pause it, right?
And I bet you plenty Christians must be using them now. Let
More
me
than
go. Continue.
likely, yeah.
Continue.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Remember, Christian organization is very strong in St. Vincent. All right. It's just like they try to they put up a fight to ban carnival and all other stuff. But listen me. If you use a toy, you sin. So remember, it's part of committing a sin. You
Yeah,
should
but-
have asked the pastor yesterday that question.
But
Yeah,
we
but
didn't have
if-
time for
Alright.
that. boy.
Yeah, but if you use whether any other part of your body while thinking about someone else, I think that too is considered.
But in addition to that,
a
people
sin.
are of the opinion that the whole
Somebody
Assembly
decide to use a
Christians.
toy, if it's a demonic thing, for using a toy or stuff like that.
Probably sex
Alright.
demon has something to do.
So
with it.
I believe custom have nothing to do with it. I believe it was voted on and the Christian organization voted on it, ban
Put
sex
a ban.
toys. Could be
was-
wrong, but I believe
So draconian. I'm
You
certain
might
that
agree
was
me, you
back
might
in
not
the
agree
day.
me.
Ask
All right,
nowadays
take care, man.
Christians. Ask
Okay,
nowadays Christians how they feel about it. I'm certain
I think
that
we-
they would
I-
have
I-
that repealed.
I will go as far as saying it's discriminatory, if that is the reason
Probably
behind
it is.
It
So we-
is. It is because
Alright.
not everybody Christian.
Fair enough. Okay, so let's go again. Let's move along. All right. Enough on the adult toys. All right, y'all.
Can't get enough of the bzzz.
Y'all to think with the all self. Okay. So there is this one. Get it off your chest on a Wednesday morning. Let me share this one.
You know what made me can't sleep for the past 2 days? Real talk. Crystal and Fuji.
Oh boy.
I sent a message there this week, and less than half of the message, you cut the message.
Oh?
You cut the message because you hear me say Stone. You did not even wait to hear. Why you didn't listen to the message, to the entire message, before you played it on the radio station? You cut my message, and Crystal talking about, oh, we ain't going down there. What you mean you ain't go down there? Camelo is the one who started it. I was just repeating something what Camelo said. All you cut me off in the message. I was so disturbed. Crystal and Fuji, I'm still disturbed. I'm still talking about
Get it off
it.
your chest, darling.
Even though I'm going for a run now, and I just don't smoke my weed. Cut me off. Talking about you ain't going down the road. What do you mean you ain't going down the road? It's Cameron and we start to talk about assassination. So because I started to go down that road and but you should have listened to the message. But that's okay though.
I agree.
One love,
one
St.
love.
Vincent. Keep
Yes,
up the
sir.
good work. Rasta man throw one stone. I'll play that song for me now. Me can't remember who's singing. Please, Fuji. I don't smoke a weed here. Going for a run. Think I hit in 4 or 5 miles.
Get it off your chest on a Wednesday morning.
I sincerely apologize for saying let's not go down that road. Next time we'll go down that road, whether it's riddled with potholes or not. Okay?
Okay. Here's another one. All right.
Uh-huh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you guys doing? Everything is
Factory or
okay.
something, brother?
I already talking about this Marburg thing.
Oh, the Marburg, that
No.
was earlier, right?
It was first detected in Germany. How they got rid of it? How it get to South Africa
West
or whatever in Africa?
West Africa.
It's the same with the monkeypox that they found in Texas. Now they found it in Texas, but they're saying it's from Africa. How they know it's from Africa? That's my question. I hope you guys have a wonderful day
Beats me.
and continue rolling the vibes out.
All right then, my buddy. I see the line of argument. You know, I understand. I mean, questions that we would ask ourselves most times whenever we hear of these new diseases, these new viruses, for whatever reason, they always have a way of ending up in some parts of Africa. For whatever reason.
Conspiracy.
For whatever reason.
Travel.
Yeah?
Oh, it is Rachel with the bats.
All right. The Lord says, be fruitful and multiply. So, ladies, you have two choices.
I mean, people still sending
Fruit
in
or man?
responses from that?
Fruit or man. Okay, so let's go with this one.
All right.
Let's go with this one. All right. So, opposition leader is saying, give us your thoughts on this one. All right. Let us know how you feel on this one. It says the New Democratic Party, NDP, says it will consult with its social partners on preventing the implementation of the changes to the Public Health Act approved by Parliament without opposition support on Friday. All right. We will continue to oppose the implementation of this legislation. It is not even practical, opposition leader and NDP President Godwin Friday told the media on Saturday about the way forward now that the bill has become law. All right. Let me see. You would remember that there was a sitting of Parliament that went all into the night. All right. The government approved the law without the opposition support, which will make vaccination mandatory for, in inverted commas, frontline workers. Further, the new law eliminates objection to prescribed tests or treatment for communicable diseases for reason of conscience, often interpreted to mean religion. Additionally, any person objecting on medical grounds, you must have a medical certificate of their physician approved by the medical officer of health. And even if the medical officer of health accepts the certificate, the chief medical officer may order that the persons be examined by doctors of the CMO's choosing. All right, and Wheezy raised a very valid point yesterday in regards to this. It means possibly, like your as confidential as it should be, your medical history then can become exposed, moving from this doctor to the other doctor, possibly to another doctor. All right? That, in terms of the right to privacy, that might become an issue. So, not too sure how we plan to iron that out.
I don't see that becoming a big issue because it's not like if who all will be seeing your medical records.
So you're good.
Isn't
good
it just a
with
doctor?
Another doctor.
Another doctor.
It's still privacy. What if I don't want to go to another doctor because I don't want my business out there?
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah?
Fair enough.
It says the government has so far failed in its attempts to reach its target of injecting 50,000 doses of COVID-19. I think that figure was around 70,000-ish. Doses of COVID-19 vaccines into the arms of Vincentians. Here's some interesting figures. As of Sunday, 25,782 doses had been administered, translating to 10,008 people who have had 2 doses and 15,774 a single dose. He said, I think it's about 9% of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines who are vaccinated. That means we have a problem.
Oh.
Are you going to force 91% of them to do so by legislating? Friday asked. It's not practical. So we have to find solutions. We need solutions. We understand that. But what they are proposing is not a solution. And yesterday, I was asking Dr. Friday, because he also said that an NDP government will repeal the amendments made to the Public Health Act/law, right? My question is, Dr. Friday, yes, we need solutions. We need to find solutions, right? We need to provide other options, other means of achieving this 50,000 projection, right? 50 or 70,000 herd immunity that is being projected, right? Now, claiming that an NDP government will repeal the amendment, that's one thing. We need solutions, yes, that's something else. What are the solutions being offered by the opposition? That is my question.
Educate.
That is my question.
Educate and wait. Educate and wait. But here's the thing, right? So, while it's all well and good that the changes that were made to the Health Act, right, would be for almost forever and ever, amen. It would be until whenever, right?
You know, we go back again and
maybe change it, maybe not, depending, right? But it will not only specifically be for COVID-19, and we understand that it was
Right.
changed because of based on the government's response to COVID-19, in addition to all the other things
there
that have
was
been put in place.
an amendment was made last year, now this year.
Right. So it's a continuous process because where we're at now, the number of vaccinations is extremely low. And we understand that in order to get to herd immunity, in order to get to the economy opening up, in order to reopen the tourism sector fully, in order to just drop all these restrictions, you need to get to herd immunity. What then do you expect? What is the alternative? We try educating. We realize a lot of people are not going back for the second doses, probably because the side effects from the first dose, they're not too comfortable. They don't want to do it anymore. They change their minds, whatever. So then what? How do you reinstill confidence? A lot of this is just distrust. How do you make people trust the government? How do you make people trust the science? How do you make people trust the results? How do you make people trust? And trust is something that it's very difficult to work on.
So we
very,
need
very
a
difficult.
re-educational drive.
Re-educational drive. I
Yeah.
just feel maybe if you take a step back,
If who take a step back?
the government perhaps, or the people in charge, just whoever, you take a step back, and the more you push, the more people resist. Right? But then there is a pressure to push because you have to get to a certain point.
And we cannot be left behind.
And you have to get to a certain point quickly.
And all the other countries around us moving in this same direction. What do we
Exactly.
do?
Because, so what happens? At a certain point where you realize you have to get to a certain point, they are going to have to instill more force, but more force will mean more resistance. And then what? We spinning top in mud?
You know, until I can hear what options, what suggestions, what form of solutions is being offered by the opposition leader.
Mass vaccinations.
I am
That's what
gonna-
he said will work. Mass
Yeah.
vaccinations.
But there is still the hesitancy, there's still the reluctancy by persons to get vaccinated.
Maybe his
Right?
solution is to just change
Right?
the government.
That is
Maybe
why-
that
that
will
is
make
why-
people want to go and get the
That
vaccine.
is why the
after.
government had to move in this direction to mandate certain things, especially for frontline workers, because of the reluctancy that is there, the hesitancy that exists, right? Until I can hear from the opposition leader what plans, what solutions are there in place. I mean, saying it is all good for you to say that you as an NDP government, whenever that time comes, would repeal the amendments that were made. All right, it sounds good in the ears of some. All right, but until you could offer us real solutions, all right, the other options that might exist that probably the government is not aware of, it is just gonna come across as if he's being opportunistic. That is all I am
That's
saying.
politics, though, and
That's
I'm
all
pretty
I'm
sure.
saying.
Here's something
We deserve better than that. We deserve
I am
to
pretty
be
sure
beyond politics.
fugitive, right? That were the NDP in office right now, they probably would have been doing the very
The same thing. That is what I'm saying. So give us whatever. I mean, we are all in this together,
Or maybe not.
right? We should be in this together. Give us that united front. Do it for the betterment of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. If you have solutions, if you are aware of solutions, and it's all well and good, you could say, well, politics don't work like that. All right? But if you're so concerned about the betterment of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and you know that there are other ways for us to achieve this mass vaccination, then offer some solutions. That's all I'm saying. Until that happens, I'm just going to consider it as you, Dr. Friday, being opportunistic.
Encourage people. That is
Yeah?
the solution. Encourage people. Wear a mask, wash your hands, encourage people.
Well,
encourage.
those things are always, have always
encourage,
been there.
Yeah, they've always
Yeah?
been there, but that's the only solution I just get sometimes.
He says it is a heavy-handed approach which they are used to. to try to get their own way, even though the people are saying, we sent you there, and we're saying, no, come back again. Let's find other ways or a better way to deal with the real problems that we know we have with this matter. All right, 22 inside 9, we got some commercials. Who want to get inside? Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning,
Hi,
welcome.
good morning.
Yeah, I would think that Dr. Friday cannot make specific recommendations and suggestions right now. Why?
Why?
Because the government has not been practicing what they call freedom of information, openness and transparency.
Why would you say that?
The NDP does not have the data. For example, they cannot operate on data that they do not have, and it would be reckless of them. For example, you don't really know exactly what the state of the finances. You don't know. You can't make plans and programs on data that they do not have.
Right, I get
Right?
you know. I get you know. I
So
get
you
you.
have to.
But what sort of
you have to-
information would they need to come up with a suggestion?
Well, for example, they need to know what's the state of the finances. For
The
example,
realistic figures.
yeah, they need to know.
I mean, do
what
you
can I
really need
afford.
to know
For
how much
example,
money is available before you can make a suggestion? You make a
Everything would involve
suggestion.
money, huh?
Yeah, but I could make a suggestion. Okay, so how about we build a bridge to solve the issue of people getting from point A to
wait till I'm
point B?
finished, right? I have another point on that.
Uh-huh.
I was saying one thing is the financing part. They do not have an accurate data on financing and all these things that they can make plans on. Because you don't want to make reckless plans, and then when you go in there and you can't do the thing, the people say, oh, your plans, you promise this and you promise
Correct.
that. All right?
Correct.
That has been a problem all along. Okay? Now, number two is that they can't make a decision, okay, without consulting people, consulting a broad
Correct.
base of people.
Correct.
All right? You have to be involved more people, not just dictatorially say, I can do this, we can do that, and we can do that. No, you can't speak like that. You have to say, we are going to involve more people and be more democratic in the decision-making process. And then when we consult and decide what's the way forward, we will know what to do. That's what I would say. They can't
hear
just
you.
jump up and say, we can do this, we can do
Correct.
that. You don't,
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. You're setting up yourself for further disaster, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then, everybody. Thank you very much for calling and sharing. More views on this, hit us up and let us know. 457-1043.
But you know,
That's the number to call to
That
get
is
in.
also problematic because if you do not come up with something, right, people are going to say, oh, you don't have any ideas.
There's that too.
Right? You don't have any, you're not giving us any solutions, you're not saying this, you're not doing that, whatever.
But
But,
he is
I
he
mean,
is correct. If you make
right,
your
so to
decision based on the
explain
wrong
that-
data.
Yeah, but politicians, they also say what people want to hear. People want to hear you are going to do X, Y, and Z.
Opportunistic.
Oh, okay, so we go back to the same thing.
So
maybe
that's what I'm saying.
that is
Until
what is
I
happening
can
here.
until I can hear.
You see? You the same
Yeah.
thing too.
Yeah. I understand. While I understand what the caller is saying,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
But I mean, no. Here is Friday making a bold statement that they will, an NDP government will repeal the amendments that were made, and that is based on what? Yeah, that is based on what? It's back to square one again. So why go ahead and make such a statement if you don't have the right set of data? Yeah?
I don't think he needs to make all the data to say that what you can do, what can be done is X, Y, Z. Maybe we should look into A, B, and C.
Perhaps.
There's nothing wrong with
Perhaps.
saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You
yeah,
could say
yeah,
that
yeah, you
without
can.
data. You can
You
also
can.
say, right,
You
in
can.
the same vein, once money is available, we would look into, for example, building a bridge, right?
Yeah, I
Give
get-
people the proper expectation. So you don't need to know everything off the bat.
But he has a point.
He does have a point.
Right, okay.
To
Good.
concretely say we will and we can do X, Y, Z, you would need to know how much money is available.
Morning, my people, my extreme people. Extreme is a must. All day, every day. So it's not just the doctor alone seeing your records, but the clerk, and any other members of staff?
Trust.
What is it?
How
What
will
is
the
it?
ministry instill trust in people?
And we know that is an issue. A
And
serious issue.
It started from the very get-go.
Yeah?
I can take you back to when those cruise ships came here to assist us. When we were told that you have to be vaccinated in order to go on the ship, and then the ship say, no, that's not true, and all kind of bassa with that. Trust.
It says, maybe a nice follow-up to what you're saying there. The government has been sending mixed messages from the outset, from the onset, right? It says, especially the PM, it says. So that's why we are in this dilemma at the moment. That's some voice notes.
Yeah.
That's some voice
Some
notes. We'll
responses
share them.
coming from Facebook as well,
as well.
right?
All right, let me just go here. Reason number 3. Why? Reason number 3. Where's number 1 and number 2, Jimmy? Reason number 3. Why the NDP can put forward plans. ULP will say it's foolish and then 2 months later introduce it as their plans.
Somebody says, a couple responses coming from Facebook. Somebody say, what? So we have to skin up to those people now? This is so unfair to human beings.
But where this skin up part coming from, though?
I'm just reading for you.
It's a jab in the. But no, I mean,
think
okay, so there's other
going to
examinations that would have to be
new
done.
doctors.
Yeah, to ensure that you are, fit and safe
Right.
to take the jab. Yeah, that would be.
You don't have to skin up. There's
Involved
nothing, you don't
right
need
there.
nothing down there. Somebody says mask, wash hands. That's how we started off. There's another one. Why are we talking about opening up our borders when they were never closed? It's the
Who said
borders around us that were still or are still closed. We said opening up the economy, not
Something
the
about
borders.
opening up the borders.
No, I just I don't
wasn't
know.
us.
All right.
It wasn't us.
People can have any good plans, but it's choices about finances. All right. We keep borrowing money and receiving money from all over, so we can't put some of that money back in our economy. Says the government needs to educate people about the jab instead of mandating it. Here's another one. They use the wrong man to promote that vaccine. The
Who's that?
vaccine.
Who's
It
that?
appears as if one set of persons want to eat a food.
Who was the wrong man to promote the vaccine? Right? Yeah, but let us know so they could fix it if they don't know. Who is the wrong man that promoted the vaccine? Let us know so that they in turn would know and they would address it. Come
No
on.
idea.
Yeah? One more piss on bells and we come back. Do you think an anti-vax doctor would do the right thing when it comes to the people and the vaccine? And being honest, okay, but if you have proof that this person is doing whatever it is that they're doing that goes contrary to what should be done, I mean, it messes with their practice, their professional practice. So I don't think that they would want to jeopardize that. Why would they want to go ahead and jeopardize that? But if you have proof that that is being done, then they can be
And it's the same question
Well,
I asked
you
earlier
can-
this week.
what?
Why would they want to jeopardize their license and their
But
profession?
that can be addressed,
and
and
the
then I
reputation.
could understand in that case where if you have proof that that was done, then you forward the individual to another doctor of your choice. I could understand if that is the case, and I did ask you what happens in the case where there are genuine doctors who carried out the examination professionally. And across the board, it was genuine. The results are genuine as well. What happens in that case? But it is still turned down by the CMO, probably for,
Whatever
in the
reason.
sake of politics, for example. Politics usually have a way of popping up. Maybe it's a doctor who is known to support the opposition. I'm just saying, I mean, these things happen as human nature. I'm just asking.
Politics
I'm not
in
saying that she is
medicine-
like that. I'm not saying like that she is like that. But who knows that she doesn't have the title deed to be in the CMO? What if that position, the individual in that capacity changes, and is somebody who's always up in their feelings? What happens then? Remember, this is not restricted. This is not limited to just COVID-19. It goes further than this. What happens then?
Oh,
Yeah?
okay.
I'm just saying.
I hope that person, whosoever they may be, so you ask for who they are, right? Who have been advertising and the spokespeople who call names. You have to call names. So somebody says Ralph. Somebody says Luther. Somebody says Gerald Thompson.
You know what? We'll be back after this, all right? Keep it locked inside.
Listen now, all day, every day at x104fm.com.
Live for free, drink for free, drive for free, talk for